On this day in 1600, the Italian philosopher, mathematician, and cosmologist Giordano Bruno met a tragic end as he was burned at the stake by the Roman Inquisition in Rome. Unlock the pages of history with On This Day, daily doses of captivating events from the past. Hit subscribe and join the journey through time. Bruno's life was marked by his advocacy for heliocentrism, the idea that the Earth revolves around the Sun, and his expansive views on the universe. His refusal to renounce his beliefs, which contradicted certain doctrines of the Catholic Church, led to his imprisonment and ultimately his execution. Bruno's death remains a poignant symbol of the conflict between scientific inquiry and religious orthodoxy during the Renaissance, and he is remembered as a martyr for the pursuit of knowledge and intellectual freedom. On this day, in 1864, the history of naval warfare witnessed a groundbreaking moment as the Confederate submarine H.L. Hunley achieved the first successful submarine attack during the American Civil War. Commanded by Lieutenant George E. Dixon, the H.L. Hunley stealthily approached the Union warship USS Housatonic off the coast of South Carolina. In a daring move, the Hunley deployed a spar torpedo, a primitive explosive device affixed to a long pole, against the Housatonic, sinking the Union vessel. While the success of the mission was notable, the Hunley itself also perished, likely due to the shockwaves from the explosion. The event marked a milestone in naval technology and tactics, demonstrating the potential of submarines in warfare despite the challenges that early underwater vessels faced. On this day, in 1874, the American businessman and visionary leader Thomas J. Watson was born in Campbell, New York. Watson went on to become one of the most influential figures in the history of computing and business. As the chairman and CEO of IBM, International Business Machines Corporation, he transformed the company into a global giant during his tenure from 1914 to 1956. Watson's emphasis on innovation, customer service, and the development of modern computing systems played a pivotal role in shaping IBM's success and contributing to the evolution of the technology industry. His legacy endures not only through IBM's continued prominence, but also as a symbol of leadership and foresight in the rapidly advancing world of business and technology. On this day, in 1979, the geopolitical landscape of Southeast Asia witnessed a significant event as China launched a military invasion of Vietnam. The conflict stemmed from Vietnam's invasion of Cambodia, a move that raised concerns in China due to its historical rivalry with Vietnam and the geopolitical dynamics of the region. The Chinese forces crossed the border into northern Vietnam in a campaign known as the Sino-Vietnamese War. The invasion lasted for about a month, and while the Chinese military achieved some tactical successes, the overall outcome was inconclusive. The conflict had lasting consequences for the regional balance of power and strained relations between China and Vietnam for years to come. The war marked a complex chapter in the Cold War era, involving intricate alliances and geopolitical considerations in Southeast Asia. On this day, in 1992, notorious serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer was sentenced to life in prison by Judge Laurence C. Jr. in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Dahmer, infamously known as the Milwaukee Cannibal, or the Milwaukee Monster, had been convicted of the heinous murders of 17 young men between 1978 and 1991. His gruesome crimes involved acts of necrophilia and dismemberment. The sentencing marked the end of a trial that had captured international attention and revulsion. Dahmer was later killed by a fellow inmate in prison in 1994. His case remains one of the most infamous in criminal history, prompting discussions about mental health, the criminal justice system, and the responsibility of society to identify and prevent such horrific acts. Thanks for journeying through history with us on This Day. If you enjoyed the ride, hit subscribe and join us again tomorrow for more fascinating moments. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.